Remember, you are just an extra in everyone else's play. There are as many opinions as there are experts. We must lay hold of the fact that economic laws are not made by nature. They are made by human beings. The truth is found when men are free to pursue it. When you see a rattlesnake poised to strike, you do not wait until he is struck to crush him. Put 2 or 3 men in positions of conflicting authority. This will force them to work at loggerheads, allowing you to be the ultimate arbiter. I believe that in every country the people themselves are more peaceably and liberally inclined than their governments. Prosperous farmers mean more employment, more prosperity for the workers and the businessmen of every industrial area in the whole country. There is nothing I love as much as a good fight. It takes a long time to bring the past up to the present. Whoever seeks to set one religion against another seeks to destroy all religion. In our personal ambitions we are individualists. But in our seeking for economic and political progress as a nation, we all go up or else all go down as one people. Self-interest is the enemy of all true affection. Self-interest is the take a method and try it. If it fails, admit it frankly, and try another. But by all means, try something. A conservative is a man with 2 perfectly good legs who, however, has never learned how to walk forward. If I went to work in a factory, the first thing I'd do is join a union. If you treat people right, they will treat you right. 90% of the time. It isn't sufficient just to want, you've got to ask yourself what you're going to do to get the things you want. I think we consider too much the good luck of the early bird and not enough the bad luck of the early worm. Physical strength can never permanently withstand the impact of spiritual force. The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much, it is whether we provide enough for those who have little. To reach a port, we must sail, not tie at anchor, sail, not drift. Men are not prisoners of fate, but only prisoners of their own minds. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. We have always held to the hope, the belief, the conviction that there is a better life, a better world, beyond the horizon. There are many ways of going forward, but only one way of standing still. I'm not the smartest fellow in the world, but I can sure pick smart colleagues. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot in it and hang on. Happiness lies in the joy of achievement and the thrill of creative effort. We continue to recognize the greater ability of some to earn more than others. But we do assert that the ambition of the individual to obtain for him a proper security is an ambition to be preferred to the appetite for great wealth and great power. Let us never forget that government is ourselves and not an alien power over us. The ultimate rulers of our democracy are not a president and senators and congressmen and government officials, but the voters of this country. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Democracy cannot succeed unless those who express their choice are prepared to choose wisely. The real safeguard of democracy, therefore, is education. If civilization is to survive, we must cultivate the science of human relationships, the ability of all peoples, of all kinds, to live together in the same world at peace. Favor comes because for a brief moment in the great space of human change and progress, some general human purpose finds in him a satisfactory embodiment. If we can boondoggle ourselves out of this depression, that word is going to be enshrined in the hearts of the American people for years to come. Art is not a treasure in the past or an importation from another land, but part of the present life of all living and creating peoples. The overwhelming majority of Americans are possessed of two great qualities: a sense of humor and a sense of proportion. Don't forget what I discovered, that over 90% of all national deficits from 1921 to 1939 were caused by payments for past, present, and future wars. Whoever seeks to set one religion against another seeks to destroy all religion. I am neither bitter nor cynical, but I do wish there was less immaturity in political thinking. I do not look upon these United States as a finished product. We are still in the making. Freedom to learn is the first necessity of guaranteeing that man himself shall be self-reliant enough to be free. We can't always build the future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future. A great man left a watchword that we can well repeat: there is no indispensable man. Men are not prisoners of fate, but only prisoners of their own minds. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Let us move forward with strong and active faith. Peace, like charity, begins at home.